Good morning, students. In previous session, you have learned about data processing, and information. That means how raw data is converted into useful information. So basically, once again, what is data? The word data is the plural of datum, which means fact, observation, assumption, or occurrence. On the other hand, information can be defined as data that has been transformed into a meaningful and useful form for a specific purposes. And the data processing is the process through which facts and figures are collected, assigned, communicated to others, and retained for further use. So, the data is the raw material for producing information, and information is the basis on which executives take decisions. Though we can conceptually differentiate between data and information, there is no strict demarcation between these two. What is data to one person could well be information to another. Now, the data processing activities. As discussed earlier, data processing consists of those activities which are necessary to transform data into information. Man has, in course of time, devised certain tools to help him in producing data. These include manual tools such as pencil and paper, mechanical tools such as electronic cabinet, electromechanical tools such as adding machines and typewriters, and electronic tools such as calculators and computers. Now, there are different data processing activities. Now, the first activity is collection. In fact, data originates in the form of events, transaction, or some observations. This data is then recorded in some usable form. Data may be initially recorded on paper source documents and then converted into a machine usable form for processing. Alternatively, they may be recorded by a direct input device in a paperless, machine-readable form. So, data collection is also termed as data capture. This is the first activities. Now, collection involves originating, measuring, and recording. Now, the second activity is conversion. Students, once the data is collected, it is converted from its source documents to a form that is more suitable for processing. The data is first codified by assigning identification codes. A code comprises of numbers, letters, special characters, or a combinations of these. For example, an employee may be allotted a code as 52, 53, 162. His category as A class, etc. It is useful to codify data when data requires classification. So, to classify means to categorize. That is, data with similar characteristics are placed in similar categories or groups. For example, one may like to arrange accounts data according to account number or date. Hence, a balance sheet can easily be prepared. After classification of data, it is verified or checked to ensure the accuracy before processing starts. After verification, the data is transcribed from one data medium to another. For example, in case data processing is done using a computer, the data may be transformed from source documents to machine sensible form using a disk. So, conversions includes coding, then classifying, then verifying, and transforming. Now the next activities is manipulation. This processing activities is very important. Now once data is collected and converted, it is ready for manipulation function, which converts data into information. Manipulation consists of the following activities: sorting, next calculating, then summarizing, and comparing. Now, when we think about the sorting, then sorting involves the arrangements of data items in a desired sequence. Usually, it is easier to work with data if it is arranged in a logical sequence. Then the data are arranged in alphabetical sequence. Sometimes sorting itself will transform data into information. For example, a simple act of sorting of the names in alphabetical order gives meaning to a telephone directory. The directory will be practically worthless without sorting. That means sorting means arrangements of data. You can arrange it either in ascending or descending order. Ascending order means A to Z, and descending means Z to A. So, business data processing extensively utilizes sorting techniques. Virtually all the records in business files are maintained in some logical sequence. Numeric sorting is common in computer-based processing systems because it is usually faster than alphabetical sorting. The next is calculating. Calculating means arithmetic manipulations of data is called calculating. Items of recorded data can be added to one another, subtracted, divided, or multiplied to create a new data. So, calculation is an integral part of data processing. For example, in calculating an employee's pay, the hours worked multiplied by the hourly wage rate gives the gross pay. So based on total earning, income tax deductions are computed and subtracted from gross pay to arrive at net pay. So that any calculations, suppose if you find to add or find the total, then also it is a part of calculations. Now next is summarizing. Now what's the means of summarizing? I think you understand about the manipulations, because these activities is very important to sorting, calculating, and now summarizing. In fact, to summarize means to condense or reduce masses of data to a more usable and concise form. For example, you may summarize a lecture attended in a class by writing a small notes in 1 or 2 pages. When the data involved is numbers, you summarize by counting or accumulating the total of the data in a classification, or by selecting statistic data from the mass of data being processed. For example, the summarizing activity may provide a general manager with sales totals by measure product line, the sales manager with sales totals by individual salesman, as well as by the product line, and a salesman with sales data by customer as well as by product line. So in such a way you summarize the data, and the summarizing is also the part of manipulation activities. Now the last part is comparing. Comparing data means to perform an evaluation in relation to some known measure. For example, business managers compare data to discover how well their companies are doing. They may compare current sales figures with those for last year to analyze the performance of the company in the current month. The next data processing activities is storing or storage. In these activities, the storing and retrieving is done. Now, once data has been captured and manipulated, then the following activities may be carried out regarding storage. The storing, and next one is retrieving. Storing, it means to store or hold data for continued or later use. Students, storage is essential for any organized method of processing and reusing data. The storage mechanisms for data processing systems are file system in a manual system and electronic devices such as magnetic disk in case of computer-based system. The storing activity involves storing data and information in organized manner in order to facilitate the retrieval activities. Of course, data should be stored only if the value of having them in future exceeds the storage cost. And so that for storing data, several devices are being used for storing the data. The next one is the retrieving. To retrieve data, it means to recover or find again the stored data or information. Retrieval techniques use data storage devices. Thus, data, whether in file cabinet or in computers, can be recalled for further processing. Retrieval and comparison of old data gives meaning to current information. Now the final activities is communication and reproduction. Communication is the process of sharing information. Unless the information is made available to the users who need it, it is worthless. Thus, communication involves the transfer of data and information produced by the data processing system to the prospective users of such information or to another data processing system. As a result, reports and documents are prepared and delivered to the users. In electronic data processing, results are communicated through display units of terminals. And last one is reproduction. Reproduction means to copy or duplicate data or information. This reproduction activity may be done by hand or by machine. So, in this session, you learned about the importance of computer in carrying out the various data processing activities. So, in the next session, we will discuss about data processing system. Till then, thank you very much and have a nice day.